snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys! So I kind of went on a strange mission recently. I wanted to figure out all of the series that I have started because I've seen so many videos where people say, oh, I've got like too many series already on the go, and I've never really thought about how many series I'm actually reading, so I kind of went back over all of the books that I own and I checked over them all to see which ones I still had books that I needed to read and which ones I'd finished and which ones actually had books out that I didn't even know were out, because some of these series are kind of from back when I was little and I haven't revisited them for a long time. But I'm really, they're really exciting series, so I don't know why I haven't revisited them. Other stuff's just got in the way, so I'm just going to basically tell you guys all of the different series that I need to finish and what books in that series I still haven't read. And then you guys can tell me which of those series you recommend me trying to finish this year, because I want to finish some of them this year. There are 48 series that I currently have on the go. When I totaled that up, I was amazed. That is all of my bookshelves at home, all of the books that I have here, and all of the books on my Kindle, and that is all of them combined. So 48 series currently on the go, many, many more that I want to start. So just, yeah, I don't know how this has happened, I really don't. Let's get started. So earlier last year I read The Diviners by Libba Bray. On the 5th of August I believe there is the sequel coming out, and that is called The Lair of Dreams. I'm definitely excited to get onto that. I really enjoyed The Diviners and I thought it was a really lovely kind of introduction to what could be a really interesting series. Then I have the Power of Five series, which is by Anthony Horowitz. I have read the first 4 in that series, so the only one that I have to do to complete the series is Oblivion, and that is book 5. I do have it on my Kindle and I was intending to read it when I first got it, but I started it and didn't really get into it. I do want to finish the series because I really like the others. Maybe I'm just a bit too old for it now, I'm not sure. Or maybe I just wasn't in the right frame of mind, but hopefully I can get around to it soon. Then, also by Anthony Horowitz, I have the Alex Rider series. Now, I have read all of these except for book 10, which is called Russian Roulette, and this is kind of not really part of the series, but it's about Alex Rider. It's kind of told from the view of one of the bad guys, essentially, and it's kind of a companion novel. From what I've read, that's what I understand. I really like all of the other Alex Rider stuff, so I definitely think I will enjoy it, and hopefully it will be really exciting and fun. Next, I have the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. This I have with me. I have the Battle of the Labyrinth, The Last Olympian. It's really irritating that they are different editions. I got the first 4 in this hardback beautiful edition, which I got off eBay, and I was under the impression that that was all 4 in the series. I didn't know there was a 5th one, so I haven't been able to find the 5th one in the same edition, but one day, hopefully I will. Anyway, I need to get onto these soon because I really enjoyed the first ones earlier last year, and I want to get onto these. I'm excited for them. That way around, probably. So yeah. Let me know if I should carry on with this. Hopefully this will be one that I can complete this year because I do have the books at uni with me, so they're ready and waiting for whenever I decide to pick them up. The next series is a pretty hefty one. That is The Wheel of Time. It's a huge series. There are 14 books in the series. The last 3 have been written by Brandon Sanderson with Robert Jordan's notes, because Robert Jordan, the original author, actually died, unfortunately, before he could complete the series. But Brandon Sanderson took on that challenge and has completed the series. So there are quite a lot in that series that I have yet to read. So book 5 is Fires of Heaven, Lord of Chaos, book 6, book 7, Crown of Swords, book 8, Path of Daggers, book 9, Winter's Heart, book 10, Crossroads of Twilight, book 11, Knife of Dreams, book 12, The Gathering Storm, book 13, Towers of Midnight, and book 14, A Memory of Light. So hopefully I can get through all of them. The problem is they're all around 1,000 pages, and that's huge. So they take quite a long time, and they're very detailed, very dense books. They are good, but they are just really long. So I'm kind of taking that series really slowly, and I will gradually get through it, but we'll see how we go. I'm not holding out any hopes of finishing it this year, that's for sure. And there is also a prequel which is called New Spring. Again, not sure if I'll actually read this or not. It's kind of got mixed reviews, so we'll have to see how it goes. So series number 6 that I need to finish is the Maximum Ride series by James Patterson. This one I need to read book 5, 6, 7 and 8, and that is Max, Fang, Angel and Nevermore. And I really loved this series when they first came out. I absolutely adored them. All my friends really enjoyed them as well, so we used to talk about it and it was really fun. And I just think it's such an interesting concept, like these kids who are experimented on. So hopefully I can kind of delve back into that and see where the story carries on, because I was kind of under the impression it was 2 different series, like the first half, the ones I've read, and then these ones as the second sort of companion series, but I think it is just a continuation with a cover switch. I'm not entirely sure. I couldn't really understand. So if anyone knows, let me know. But those are the ones that I want to read sometime in the future. Next, I have the Name of the Wind series by Patrick Rothfuss, and I need to read book 2 and book 3 in this series. Book 2 I have here. This is The Wise Man's Fear. Hopefully I can get to this year. And then book 3 is called Doors of Stone, and hopefully that is coming out either later this year or early next year. It's not been announced when it comes out, so we'll just kind of have to wait on that. But I'm definitely excited to get onto this, and I know that the first one was amazing, so I'm pretty sure this one will also be amazing, and definitely can't wait for this one. Series number 8 is Septimus Heap series by Angie Sage. This one I've read the first 2, so I need to do book 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and they are Physic, Quest, Siren, Dark and Fire. So I really love this. It's a children's series and it's just such a funny, quirky series. Really light-hearted and just an enjoyable read every time I pick one up. Also the covers are beautiful, so definitely worth giving a go. Next I have the Reckoners series by Sanderson. This one I have read Steelheart, and the second one is called Firefight, and that one is due to come out sometime in 2014, but the release date has not been published. I am really excited about this because I really enjoyed this kind of superhero world that I'd never read before. Definitely want to continue with this series. I don't know how many books are going to be in it, but Firefight should be out soon. Hopefully. And then number 10 is also a series by Sanderson, and that is the Mistborn series, which was a trilogy, but now has kind of been confirmed to have a companion series set a few years after the trilogy. So I've read the first 2 books in the series, and I have the third one. It's called Hero of Ages, and I'm definitely going to try and get onto this soon. I'm really excited about it. Then the 4th one in the series is Alloy of Law, and that one is out at the moment. It's a lot shorter than these ones, but it's set in the same world. Shadows of Self is the 5th one, and that one is due sometime this year. And book 6 I assume will come out next year or the year after, but that is unconfirmed for the title and release date. Then of course number 11 is Song of Ice and Fire, and that is by George R.R. Martin. And I'm really excited about this one. I've been reading this and watching the TV series, and the only books that I haven't read are clearly book 6 and 7, which are not out yet. And they are going to be called The Winds of Winter and A Dream of Spring, and I'm really excited about them both. Neither one has a confirmed release date, but when they come out you can guarantee that I will be reading them. Number 12, The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. I need to read City of Heavenly Fire, and it's coming very soon, so definitely I will get that and I will finish up the series, and it will all be very exciting. Also by Cassandra Clare, I have the Infernal Devices series, the trilogy. I have read book 1, but I need to read Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess still. Number 14 is The Modern Fairy Tales by Holly Black. Book 2 and 3 I have read. Tithe, and I need to read Valiant, which is the companion to Tithe, and Ironside, which is the sequel to Tithe. I did enjoy it, but I kind of feel like it was setting up for the book 2, so hopefully that will be better. Let me know your thoughts on that one, because I know there's very mixed reviews about that. Number 15 is the Black Magician series by Trudy Canavan. My boyfriend told me it was really good, and I have read the first 2 in the series, so the only one that I need to finish off is The High Lord, and I definitely enjoyed it, so hopefully again I can get onto that sometime this year. 16, the Trial series by Amanda Hocking, and this one I've read the first one. I need to read book 2 and book 3. They are Torn and Ascend, so hopefully I can get onto them soon as well. That's just a trilogy, quite a basic one, so hopefully that can just be crossed off the list this year. Quite easy to get through, fast-paced, simple, bosh. Number 17 is the Lux series, which I got the first one as my Secret Santa present, Obsidian, and I need to read the rest in that series. That is books 2 to 5, so that is Onyx. I'm really bad at saying these. Onyx, Opal, Origin, and Opposition, which is due on the 5th of August this year. Number 18, Shatter Me by Tahara Mafi. This series I read book 1, but I really want to read book 1.5, which is a novella, book 2, book 2.5, another novella, and book 3, because all of the covers are so stunning that I just cannot give them enough praise, and they need to be read by me like ASAP, because they're just so beautiful. Destroy Me, Unravel Me, Fracture Me, and Ignite Me. Number 19 is another one from my childhood, and that is the Artemis Fowl series by Owen Colfer. This series I have read the majority of the books. I think that the only one I need to read is the last one, book 8, and that is The Last Guardian, which was not published at the time that I finished up the series, or believed that I had finished up the series. So I'm definitely going to buy that and get onto that as soon as I can. Number 20 is Ashes trilogy by Ilsa J. Bick. I read Ashes earlier last year and I really liked it. I definitely want to get on to book 2, which is Shadows, and book 3, which is Monsters, and see where the story goes from there, because it was definitely a really good read and I enjoyed it immensely. The Rift War Saga, which is by Raymond E. Feist, and I really enjoyed the first 2 in this series. I have the bind up of Magician, so I count that as book 1, and then book 3 would be the Darkness at Sethenon, which is the one that I need to read. So, yeah. Number 22 is the Jiggy Q series by Michael Lawrence, and the only 2 that I need to read in this series are book 11 and 12, which is Murder and Chips, and Rudy Doody. So definitely excited to get onto them. They are hilarious, such funny comedy, and definitely worth picking up. Number 23 is the Fifth Wave series by Rick Yancey. The second one is due to come out on September 16th in this year, and that is called The Infinite Sea. There is not an official cover release yet, but this is all we've got, and I'm definitely excited for this one. I feel like the first one was a bit too overhyped, but I did enjoy it. So I'm going to continue on with the series when the next one comes out. And finally, for this half of the video, Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi. I read that earlier this year, and the second one is out, and that is called Through the Evernight. Into the Still Blue, which is book 3, is due to come out on February 6th of 2014. So again, this is definitely quite a soon release, and I'm excited to get around to that. So that is all I'm going to talk about for this half of the video. There will be a part 2 coming up. Those are 24 series that I need to get completed whenever I can, because they're currently series that I'm halfway through and really want to finish up. So let me know down below what series you have read out of any of the ones that I spoke about, and if you think that I really need to finish a certain series out of the ones that I have spoken about. I will take your suggestions and I will be able to finish off some of these series in the coming year. I definitely really want to. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in part 2. Bye!